consist of? Yeah, I mean, not exactly what we wanted to do tonight, but there were some really, really great things happening, and, you know, we're obviously a young team, and, we've got a ton of room for growth, and like I said, there were some really great things that happened tonight. I mean, closing out that meet on floor the way that we did, phenomenal. We had, you know, some new people pop into the lineup. We had some illness this week that was really kind of shaking some things up, and we didn't really know what we were doing, and on lineups and all of that, so got hit with a little adversity, and we handled some of it well, and we could have handled some of it better. So, but once again, early on, and excited about the improvement that we can make, because it's nothing huge in my opinion.
Yeah, coming off that beam rotation, what did you tell the team specifically going into floor to get that huge 49.525?
Yeah, I told them the meet's not over yet. You stay in it and let's battle through and close this thing out strong, because we're a phenomenal floor team, and let's not let this rotation get away from us. And they delivered on that. So super proud of them for bouncing back on that. And I mean, 49.525 without Bree Clark. Just saying.
And we had talked before about one of the team's goals to be a seeded top 16 team going into regionals, and Clemson is now ranked 20th. How will the team continue to build and climb that ladder week after week?
Yeah, so I mean, right now we're still in averages. Obviously, this is going to drop us a little bit, but once we get into NQS and can get on the road, we've got one road score, and it's our highest score of the year. So, you know, those things will start to even out towards probably the end of February. So I still believe that we can be a top 16 team if we decide that we want to start putting it together, because the parts are there.
Is it my imagination, or do the crowds seem to continually get better and better as the
Crowd's amazing. Oh my gosh, like it is incredible. That student section all painted and like all in tigers, like are you kidding me? And just closing out the meet on floor, that energy, it's like nothing else. And people are talking about it. I mean, people are jealous that of not getting to actually be in the arena and be here and feel that, because it is incredibly special. And we're very, very fortunate. So, yeah.
Another sellout. Is this exceeding your expectations?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's so cool. I mean, just to start this program and to have this level of support that quickly, it's unreal, and it's something that we don't take for granted. So, really want to get back at it and make it all 8,000 plus people that came out, and everybody that didn't get in that was watching from home, make them proud and do what we can do.
I saw a lot of SUVs and minivans in the parking lot.
Ooh,
So
tailgating out
are you
there?
converting?
Yes.
Maybe you're converting soccer parents into gymnastics.
I love it. I love it. That's fantastic.
I had at least 2 NASCAR fans text me.
Cool.
We got robbed. So
Oh no.
yeah,
Okay.
you're converting.
Love it.
Have you gotten a sense of why you think it's this way? I mean, obviously, I was talking to some of your athletes at Utah State, you know, might be just the student section in terms of the crowd. I mean, why do you think Clemson is this way?
Because I feel like Clemson supports Clemson, and the people here take a great amount of pride in everything Clemson, and they show up, and they've proven that. And it's, once again, it's special, it's cool. I mean, there are, 80 other teams in the country that aren't blessed enough to have 8,000 people in their first year, and like coaches building this. You know, I was at UCLA, I watched Val Condo's Field build it into Poly Pavilion and eventually selling that out, but it typically takes time to get there, and we're there. So to have everybody show up and support us it's really, really, really special.
Yeah, I think you said this is the first program in like a couple decades in gymnastics that's been started up. And why do you think it's so slow in terms of new programs being implemented in this sport?
I mean, that's a great question. If I knew the answer, we'd probably have more happening. And once again, you know, we're really hoping that schools can see what we've done and get inspired by it and add gymnastics, because you see like the turnout and converting fans and all of that, and just when you see it in person, it's an incredible sport. So yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that, but I hope we're inspiring some administrators to take note and be like, wow, we want to get on board with this, because college gymnastics is a great product.
To that end, I know schedules are often made years in advance. Have any Power 5 coaches reached out to you
Oh my
about
gosh,
coming?
so many people. I mean,
Getting on your schedule.
like literally the minute I got the job, I had people text me like, we want to get on in 26, and we want to like, I mean, and right now Eric and I have been deep in trying to figure out scheduling, and obviously we got the new ACC schedule, we got that, bringing Cal and Stanford in, so yeah, just trying to figure that out right now. It's exciting.
How is this loss against NC State going to fuel your team going to the next meet?
You know, we were in the locker room, and it's like, okay, how do you guys like this feeling? I like it. No, this sucks. Okay, great. How are we gonna use it? And in my experience, when teams can do that, it's like the silver lining is, okay, use it, and like, don't ever feel this way again. So that's what we're doing with it, and once again, like, we get another crack at them. We get a crack at them at home. So excited about that.
We got to have a national women and girls in sports celebration today. Being a women's sport, how does that feel?
It's, I mean, once again, being a women's sport and having all those people show up and support this in this first year. I mean, I think some of the coolest things that I've heard so far is just the level of inspiration that team is having on these young girls, and how cool it is for so many of these parents having their daughters be able to sit in the stands and be inspired by what our team is doing, and those stories of moms, you know, getting teary-eyed in the stands that's a big deal. And we've had, you know, like little girls come in and watch practice, and just hearing, you know, that inspiration of like being able to see our girls do it and be like, I want to do that too, or, you know, I want to go to Clemson and play soccer now, or just all of that stuff. It's a big deal, and it was cool to kind of have that celebration and honor soccer out on the floor. I saw lacrosse flicking t-shirts up there. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So no, it was very cool just to honor women's sports, and especially here that has championed that so much.
Could you talk more about just the floor performance, 2 995s, and you guys really
PRs.
rebounded? Yeah.
I mean, what did you guys think of that floor rotation? Pretty spectacular.
Impressive.
Did we have a good time watching it? Yeah, I mean, it just like, it was great. You know, I mean, Maggie starting us off with a 9.9, spectacular. I mean, Madison Minner closing us out with a 9.875, like, huge. Molly Arnold, Lauren Rutherford, PRs 9.95. Like, I feel like that's the team that we've been. We just finally like put it together. And once again, that was without Bree Clark and without Rebecca Wells. So we're, you know, I think we've shown over there that we can be interchangeable, which has been our goal all along, of like subbing people in and out if we need to and not skip a beat. And I think that's a huge step for our floor team to know that there's that sort of that trust over there that, you know, we can do that. So that was really cool. We just got to figure that out in the other events. So
Is there a certain dynamic that, again, having this crowd, they have to focus in terms of blocking it out and stuff like that? Like, what is there kind of a challenge there?
No, I mean, we talk about quieting the noise all the time, or at least using the crowd, but like the other stuff, like the scoreboard and like, you know, not getting lost up here, that the focus is on our team. And once the meet is open or over, then you can open it up and let that noise and let all the environment in. But our sport is so intricate, and like, I mean, it's the littlest thing, and something major can happen. So it's that level of focus and not getting wrapped up in that stuff, and being able to use it in a positive way, and is huge. So we are constantly talking about that.
And also just not getting wrapped up in already being ranked and already having this type of attendance and all. Like, is there any pressure there sometimes to at this
No,
point?
I mean, we try not to look at it as pressure. It's like, this was another opportunity for us to come out and get on the floor, be team one and be together and do what we love and be supported by, 8,000 plus fans and try to take the focus onto that stuff and not the pressure of who we're going against. And I mean, really, gymnastics is silly. It's like, we weren't only competing against NC State tonight. We were competing against every team in the country. We're competing against every team that goes this weekend. So, to be able to shift that focus and not necessarily look at it that way is kind of what we try to do.
And what's going to be the focus on being in practice this week going into next weekend coming off?
Yeah, we talked in the locker room about having higher expectations of ourselves. It was crazy. We had a great week of beam practice. I was like, woo, it's gonna be great. And it's you never know. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I think overall we're gonna up our expectations because we are a great beam team. We've got spectacular beam workers. We've just got to figure out how to all show up together and bring our best when our best is needed, 1 through 6. But I truly believe we'll get it together. I've been doing this for a while. We'll get back on track and get after it this week. So, yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.